Hey everyone, I'm Jen. I don't know why this flash doesn't work. Anyhow, I just got up and am eating leftover pizza, cauliflower crust. It is so good. Greek pizza, banana peppers, and deliciousness in my jug of distilled water. Anyhow, I wanted to share something that I realized late last night. I went out with my friend and a group of friends, and these are almost like fairy godmothers of all ages who can handle Mandela talk, and then they put in their it's like their wings are buzzing, and then they put in their little knowledge, and it's oh my gosh, it was such a great time. But what I not but and what I noticed is, how do I say this? The last time that I was there individually, I pointed out to my one friend who hosted this last night. When we were done, I pointed to this corner and I said, "Look, my visual lights are similar to that." And I point over there, and she's just like looking, like, trying to locate what I'm seeing. And it's a view of what's outside the window of this all-you-can-eat buffet place. Um, and so I was there last night, and that's when it all hit me. There is no outer deck that's wood. There is no window looking out to anything except a parking lot. And that's when I realized that earlier this week, when I went out to dinner with a different friend, oh, the lovely lady, I was in town dropping off my car to get repaired. The brakes are finally going to be repaired, people. Yay. Anyhow, so I went out to dinner with her, and this is a different all-you-can-eat buffet. This is the Asian one, and as we were talking, I was kind of distracted because out in our wall, out that window, was a view of the wooden, as if there's a wooden platform or, porch covered place with lights. And I even said, "I'm so sorry, I'm being distracted." I said, "It's just funny because this is similar to my 3D visual that I'm seeing, you know, not with my real eyes." And I said, "But here it is in real time." And so she turns around behind her and just kind of looks at me. And I said, "No, you need to like sit up in your chair to look. You can't just turn your head." And she just does that and then just looks at me. Well, what I realized last night at this all-you-can-eat Golden Corral was, I know I'm rambling, sorry. What I realized is that window that I saw at this Asian buffet with the lovely lady, there is no window. It's a solid wall. And the view of that window that I see is the same one that I saw at the Golden Corral in the previous, weeks and weeks ago, Golden Corral. Not weeks and weeks, because this happened after the rainbow wave that I saw. So last night, There's 3 all-you-can-eat buffet visits. The first one, I saw out that window, saw the lights, pointed it to my friend, and she's just trying to find it. Uh, the second one was the Asian buffet, totally different location. Looked out the window, and I'm like, oh, the same thing's happening. Third one was last night, which was the first place again. I realized, holy guacamole, that view out the window is the same, totally different locations, and not in physical form. So, what is going on? I've been feeling this for a while. In fact, I've been feeling this way since I was still living at the Lovely Lady, so for almost a year now, where my essence, am still tethered to this body. This is just a human costume who eats leftover pizza. I'm still tethered like a balloon. My essence is the balloon. I'm still tethered to this body, and I'm frequently somewhere else. I don't know where that somewhere else is, but some people, say to be still and meditate, and I don't have the same words. All I know is I spent a lot of quiet time where I can look at my history, and I've been doing things here on my phone or in my room, and chores get done, but I am my spirit, my essence, my balloon self is somewhere else while the body is still doing stuff. So, dead GPK, is that what happens with you? Your body is already at the live streams, and then your balloon self joins that body again. That's what I feel like. I've been joining my body again. What does that mean? I thought I was there the whole time. But dead GPK, he goes back into, he goes from his point of view into live streams, and everyone's already said hello to him. And is this related? Because I can just tell from where I lived when I was at the Lovely Lady, this was happening. And then is the view out that window, my physical view, in a different avatar. And even though I believe there's one here now, I do believe that each of us have our own little worlds. And somewhere over the line we got hijacked so that we're funneled in, all being forced to kind of experience or live in the same world. But I think we can each have our own little world. And the reason why I say this, just to remember, is when I was driving and a squirrel was crossing the road, and maybe the script said, Jen needs to drive, or the collective needs to drive, and this character is driving and an animal crosses the road. Well, for my passenger, a deer was there. There was no deer. It was a little squirrel. And then I started moving once the squirrel was on the other side of the road, and my passenger got a little hysterical in her voice. Watch out for the deer. I'm like, what deer? First she would say, watch out. I thought she was talking about the squirrel, but then I'm like, watch out for what? Watch out for the deer. What deer? And then she pointed in front of my hood, and full antler deer appeared right where she was pointing at. So I joined her reality, or I created a deer, because at that moment in time, my heart and mind were focused on there being a deer. I don't want to hit a deer. So then a deer was created. Did my deer look the same as her deer? You know that whole thing with that one dress? Some people saw it as, I forget the colors, but like blue or black, and then other people saw it as white and gold. So we don't know. We cannot assume, don't make an ass out of you and me, we cannot assume that what other people are seeing is what we're seeing. And I know this for sure because I was on a three-way conversation. I don't know if they want to be public, the conversation would be public, so I won't say it. But we were in a three-way conversation. I was pointing out to a comment, Dead GPK, again with you, and it was a screenshot. Your comment, Dead GPK, I don't remember the order now, but let's just say yours was in the middle, because that's probably how I would have screenshot it. For one of the guys I was talking to, your comment was up top on the screenshot. And for another guy, your comment was on the bottom on the screenshot. So the same one screenshot, because they're like, what do you mean? They couldn't understand what I was saying. And so I'm like, Dead GPK, the one in the middle. Well, Dead GPK's comment is on the top. No, it's on the bottom. So here in one conversation, and we make the mistake of saying, hey, look at this comment, blah, 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 without sharing what the exact words are that we're seeing. And so the comment by Dead GPK could have been different for the first person and different for the second person. All I'm saying is, I think we are going to remember that we can each be in our own little world and that it's okay. You can be in your world and I can be in my world. I am happy to give a ride to my neighbor who sees a deer. Yes, I will materialize a deer because from her point of view, she's, I don't want to run over a deer for her reality experience. I'm not going to join. I would like to get to the point where I do not join other people's realities. That's why I don't go to large group YouTube videos, because I am not going to get caught up in a wave of energy, wave of belief, whether it's intentional or unintentional. I don't want to be funneled into anything if I wasn't expecting it, Similarly, the weather forecast is just a whole bunch of us being funneled into a script, and if enough of us believe it, it's going to happen. These are all my points of view. I'm just an experiencer. I am not an expert. And I think anyone who says they're an expert, I'll keep my opinion to myself. I love you, and I started this video because I'm realizing I have the same window I'm looking out of. Am I sitting somewhere inside a restaurant-y place that has a wooden rafters and beamed and created deck for outdoor seating with primary colored lights that flash? Will I suddenly appear there one day as if I've always been there, is the question. I'm going to finish eating my pizza now, and there's just dots I'm just processing. All right, love you guys.